In this video, we're going to review the Sony HT-CT60 soundbar with subwoofer. Let's get started. We're going to begin by taking a look at what's in the box. Remote control, soundbar, power cord, more foam packing material, subwoofer, digital optical cable, some paperwork, empty box. The subwoofer and soundbar both have a matte black finish. Of course, on the face of the soundbar is speaker grill cloth. So here's the remote that comes with the Sony soundbar. You can program the remote to turn your television on and off and change channels. And of course, you can also use this remote to turn your soundbar on and off. Now the soundbar itself has a total of 3 audio inputs. It has an optical, a coaxial, and an analog, which I'll show you a little bit more detail in a moment. And of course it has bass and treble control and a volume up and down, and you can use the surround sound feature or not use the surround sound feature depending on the program you're watching. 4 inputs. It's got the RCA, it's got the Toslink, and the digital coaxial. It's 37 inches long, 3.5 inches high. You want to maintain some separation between the top of the soundbar and the bottom of the TV, so the soundbar or the TV don't interfere with one another. Soundbar is 2.5 inches deep. Now, the soundbar is wall mountable. However, there is no wall mount bracket. The reason there is no wall mount bracket is because you don't need one. Sony has designed it where if you have a level and you properly center the soundbar below your TV, you just have to anchor the screws into your backboard. The subwoofer is 6.5 inches wide, 9.5 inches tall, 11.5 inches deep. There's no amplifier built in. It's a passive subwoofer. It just has the wire connecting the subwoofer to the back of the soundbar. It's getting its speaker and power input from the soundbar. I turned both the soundbar and the subwoofer around so you can see the back. Here's the back of the subwoofer and this speaker with a wire coming out of the back of the subwoofer. It clips into the soundbar itself. Now what you're looking at right here, this is the digital Toslink cable, the optical cable that Sony provides in the box. As I mentioned earlier, there are 3 audio inputs. Sony does only provide you this one cable. So if you wanted to connect other devices, whether it's a smartphone or a set-top box or DVD player or something like that, you'd have to either have those other cables on hand or you'd have to go out and purchase them. I'll show you what those other cables are. So I turned the Sony soundbar down on its face to take a look at the audio connections on the back. We're going to connect to this one right here, the digital Toslink, the one which Sony gives you the cable. In my hand I'm holding the safety cap that I removed from the jack, and then I plugged that Toslink cable in right there. Now you want to check to see if you're connecting the soundbar straight up to your TV, if it has this Toslink connector. If it does, all you do is plug the other end in right there. Now in some cases, depending on the manufacturer and make of your television, you might have to go into the television setup menu and adjust your audio output to make sure that the TV is audio outputting through the optical, but normally it does automatically. Now if you want to connect this soundbar to your smart device, you'll need a cable like this, which happens to have a stereo connector on one end and the red-white RCA on the other end. And of course your smart device, your mobile device, is going to need to have a headphone jack, and your cable is going to have to fit into that headphone jack. So you might have to do a little bit of research in order to get the right cable. Again, it's not provided in this package. Now you'll notice the red and white plugs. We went ahead and plugged them into the RCA audio jacks. We're going to show you how to connect this to a mobile phone, assuming your mobile phone has a headphone jack. So here's our mobile phone, and here's the headphone jack right here. You want to make sure, again, you have to go out and buy this cable if you want to do it. You see the 2 black stripes on that chrome tip? The black stripes indicate that it's a stereo connector. You must have 2 black strips. And also make sure that it fits into your headphone jack, just like that. Now you can listen to the music and audio tracks that you have on your smartphone on your soundbar. We went ahead and placed the soundbar below the television again and turned it around so you can see the backside. You can see in this example we have the power cable coming out, we have the supplied digital optical cable coming out, and then we have the supplied subwoofer coming out that clips into the back of the soundbar. If you connect a total of 3 audio sources to the soundbar, you'll have 2 additional wires coming out of the back, which will be a total of 5. Now, we were able to pick up the Sony soundbar and subwoofer at a local big box retailer. The price point was right at $140. Generally, you can also pick it up at an online authorized retailer. We tested it for about an hour, and as you can see, we've got 3 wires that are visibly showing, and that's typically the case with any soundbar, regardless of whether it's advertised as wireless or not. So you do have to take into account, you've got to make those wiring connections. So the Sony soundbar and subwoofer, at the price point we got it at the big box retailer, being that it's a 2.1 surround sound system with 60 watts, it was a definite improvement over the sound coming out of the LCD TV that we used in our demonstration. We demonstrated it for about an hour. Definitely saw the improvement. Hey, before you go, please subscribe to our channel. The subscribe button is located inside this screen, top right. And who do you know that could benefit from help with their electronics? Please share a link with your friends and family to our videos. And visit our website. The link is just below the video. We have hundreds of articles, product reviews, diagrams, etc. Hey, thanks for watching and have a great day.